If you're being authentic, it'll be consistent. And that's how you build trust. Okay. One of the quickest ways, and I do this every time I do a keynote, as soon as I get on stage, I don't have scripted keynotes, as you probably noticed from Monday Night Live. But when I'm doing a live talk, the first thing I do before I talk about anything is I share a vulnerable story. I don't care what it is, but I show some vulnerability, because that's how you build trust with the audience very quickly. Okay. So first of all, personal brands, nothing to do with a logo. Doesn't mean getting your name like done in a certain font with certain colors. Okay. It's not your vibe. And it's definitely not your headshot where you're looking off into the distance like you're about to drop an Eminem album. That's probably not a good example. But your personal branding is about your reputation. Your reputation, okay? Personal branding equals reputation. Maybe write that down. It's what people believe about you before they've met you. It's what they feel when they see your name pop up. It's the story they tell themselves about you. And you can change the story, don't get me wrong, but unless you're proactively doing something to change the story, it won't change, okay? Personal branding is important. And the way you build that story is not by trying to look impressive. It's by being useful, being consistent, and being real. What are your values? What are your beliefs? We're going to talk about these people that I think have done a fantastic job of this, in particular Oprah, who we're going to save to last. But if you want people to care about your content, you have to care about them first. Think about that. This is the mistake that most content marketers make. If you want people to give a fuck about your content, try giving a fuck about them first. That's the whole game. Okay, let's go into some examples. Gary Vee. Gary Vee's done a good job of personal branding. Let me know if you know who Gary Vee is in the comments. In fact, tag him. Let's get him on the live. What time is it in New York? Have we got any people from New York here? Most people think Gary Vee is just a loud guy who tells you to work hard, right? Underneath the surface, Gary is a distribution weapon, right? Wearing sneakers. He's a media company wearing a hoodie. That's a good one. Okay, so Gary didn't start as Gary Vee, the marketing prophet. He was in the family business, talking about wine. Most people know this story. Why? Because he's a storyteller, right? What does Gary do that most content marketers don't do? Gary Vee actually built his brand initially by showing up in the comments, right? Being part of the conversation. He was at one point spending like 6 hours a day on Twitter, right? Just active in the comments. But here's the thing. It's not about just writing comments. What is it about? It's about listening. See, he was listening to his audience, right? What they want, what they're interested in. When he started talking about marketing, he was not talking about not caring what other people think. He was not talking about kindness. He was not talking about empathy. These are things that he gained insights from the comments. Because Gary Vee always optimizes to the feedback he gets in the comments and which videos do best, and he's always trying different things, he learns quicker than anyone else. He's posting 100 times a day across all the social platforms at least, right? So gets feedback quicker than anyone else, right? This is why we build the behind the brand system that I do for my clients, where we create content, we create 30 videos in one interview, because when we post those 30 videos, we get all this insights, what topics your audience is interested in. Your audience is different to mine. And then we create the next lot of videos. We optimize it to the audience. And so your content's always getting better. That's how you optimize for the audience. Now, go away and get an engagement pod where you're sharing links to posts and commenting on everyone else's posts so they comment on yours. You're not learning anything, right? So you never get better. So you never build an audience, okay? Authenticity. Gary built familiarity through repetition, and he built trust by being human in public and documenting the journey. Didn't he? Everyone always says, oh, Gary Vee, yeah, but he's got a team. He's got so many resources. I'll tell you right now, he'd be just as successful without a team. It's the psychology, okay? And some of his best videos, by the way, they don't have great audio and great. In fact, what's this that's here, popped up just here? Let's have a look at this, shall we?
People buy from people. A head of product made a boring video that had 70 freaking views on LinkedIn, but he was wearing a Bears t-shirt, and somebody bought their SaaS product because they're a Bears fan too, because people buy from people. Yeah. If you do it, really do it, it becomes what I am. You become a practitioner of marketing. The biggest issue for corporate executives is they're living in ivory towers. The reason we're so unstoppable is because I, the CEO of the company, am in the craft. In the craft, meaning this is me literally writing the copy to a post at 11 o'clock this morning. So what really gets...
Yeah, Gary's in the trenches. Hey, like he knows what's worked because he's trying it. I mean, what his team are doing, they're sending him videos every day through WhatsApp, and he's writing the captions for them. You know, and then he's dropping in and looking at the comments. He's looking at things that he's tagged in, and what he said about that CEO, right, that posted on LinkedIn, and instead of just doing the boring corporate safe update, I mean, it's not really that dangerous. He wore a Bears t-shirt. I don't even know what the Bears are. Is that a baseball team or something? Football, whatever. He's obviously going to annoy some people. Some people probably don't like the Bears, but the people who do, you know, they've got something in common. And he made a sale, I think Gary was saying in that video. Now, if you notice also in that video, the audio was terrible. It was from a mobile phone, that video. Interesting, right? Doesn't really matter. You don't even notice. Yeah. So he's a great example. I think he, you know, evolved really well. And I think he will always do well because he's able to be authentic and shoot from the hip. One of the things that a lot of people don't know about the way that he's so polarizing is he does have this balance between being like, yeah, polarizing, which can be like a little bit confrontational, but then he's got this vibe, hasn't he? Which is like, I love you, I care about you vibe. And so he gets away with it. And Gary Vee's kind of scaled that. He knows exactly what he's doing. Okay. And, you know, he's always saying the same thing and people misunderstand that. They think that that's you know, something negative. That's why he's remembered, right? It's one of the most strategic things that he's done. Okay. He's not thinking about what he should post every day because he's able to recreate, like he's got so many keynotes and interviews that are recorded that he can post, you know, he can create content without necessarily having to record. Okay. He doesn't win because he's the best editor. He wins because he understands that attention is fragmented. Okay. And volume, context, and consistency matter. He's everywhere and he's deliberate, right? So let's move on from Gary Vee, right? Who should we talk about next? Who have we got in the comments, by the way? Let me have a look here. We've got Tariq in the house. Removing the ammunition. Absolutely. Slim Shady. 8 Mile's a great flick. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Being real and give value. If you want people to care about your content, care about theirs. Spot on. Well done. And Jeff Abraham, I believe that is supposed to be, isn't it? And we've got Vishal from India. Okay, good to see you guys being active in the comments, doing some networking, okay? Repeat your stories, repeat your content. Like people think that they've posted one video, can't post it again in 3 months. Absolutely not true, okay? Gary is proof, actually, that likes don't pay the bills because like his views fluctuate, don't they? They go up and down, but it's consistency, trust. Sometimes he's up, sometimes he's down, doesn't matter. He's consistent.